Minnie, you decided one night, life has been pretty shit to Minnie in the most in the recent future or in the recent past. She's had to endure an awful lot, like far too much. So she decided, gonna go have a few drinks, gonna unwind. It's all gonna be good, right? Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be good. So you got dressed up, you got dolled up, and you went out for a night on the town. You'd had a couple of drinks here and there. You went down to the Green Dragon, the new mage hangout, slammed back one or two. Then you went on to the Purple Cloud, which is a very kind of odd neo punk bar. And somehow, over the course of the evening into the wee hours of the morning, you managed to drift and find your way to Carpe Infernum, Gravedigger's Bar, which is slamming this evening. You could not get standing room at the bar. You'd have to fight someone. Minnie probably would fight someone because it's Minnie. But, everything's pretty crispy. So at a certain point in the evening, you feel an odd rush of primal energy from one corner of the bar. You go to investigate it just in time to see a vast explosion of splinters reek out from the doorway, embedding themselves in the wall and the floor all around Gravedigger and Isaac. You see a figure um, slouched, hunched inside what appears to be a janitor's closet. And yes, Kit has actually met Minnie. So you see a Kit who is standing over her. Kit does something, though you can't quite see because her body has been interposed in between Minnie's line of sight and the cringing girl. But then there is another huge wash of primal energy, and Minnie, you are thrown through a black door. You were thrown through the black door with Isaac and with Kit. Now, a lot of you feel the sensation of falling for quite some time. You feel like you're falling for at least 10 to 15 seconds before you roll out. So basically, you hit the ground at a slight incline and start to roll. Whatever you're on feels hard and coarse. You look down when you finally come to a complete stop, and you find yourself on a great sandbank that extends as far as the eye can see, almost like a desert. But the desert is entirely devoid of color. Everything is black and everything is white. Even yourselves, you can see the fact that your clothing has muted colors, but muted being the key word there. You can't really see the bright pixelations in your own clothing anymore. Everything seems drab and dull and grey. There is no star or shining light above you. There is no sun. There is merely the endless monotony of this grey extends as far as the eye can see in every conceivable direction. Isaac, you feel oddly at home. Everyone else, what the fuck just happened? And we'll begin.
Well,
Isaac
uh,
tests the ground. It is not as hard as his bed.
well, this is not the reaction I was expecting.
What reaction were you hoping
What
for?
did you guys do?
I This ain't me. And reaction, Isaac, not this. I was hoping, like, run out of the bar, you know, maybe keep her from pissing off Gravedigger and, I don't know, ending up a tapestry or something.
Isaac will go ahead and nod and look out into the landscape, try to pick out some landscapes, holding his hand above his brow.
Quick technical question: does this take place before or after downtime?
After.
So what you're telling me is you scared somebody into launching us into another realm of reality?
To be fair, I didn't know she could do that. The rich girl who was crying over the fact that she thought she was stupid didn't strike me as somebody who could burst an astral barrier and shunt us through it. So here I find myself.
Wait, rich girl? Are you talking about Darcy?
Yeah, you know her too. Well, of course you do. You were there the other night.
Why would you be mean to Darcy? She's so nice.
She was a little on the hysterical side, and she was angering somebody who was vastly more powerful than the rest of us, and I was trying to get her to leave, and she wasn't leaving, and I thought maybe, just a little bit of just a quick, freak out might get her to leave, and that was not the case. So my bad.
And you were trying to be a balancer and trying to do the job as best as possible. Sometimes you just get a few rocky patches before you get the gig settled down. Sen waves you off. You're good. You're fine. Although if I die of thirst, I might think of something else to go ahead and call you.
Isaac, you feel a hand in your pocket.
Go ahead and try to swipe it away. Ah!
Yes, it has warmth. Sweet warmth.
Oh no. He goes ahead and shakes his head, goes ahead and throws his one finger up and sort of waves it back and forth as if he's admonishing a child. No, you don't take things that don't belong to you.
You guys see the spectral entity that appears to be made of black smoke, roughly in a humanoid shape as it moves. It billows in the non-existent wind, except for the mask. The mask appears to be solid. It appears to be there. It raises a finger, a ghostly, ephemeral finger to its lips, and it simply ushers out the word. Warm things.
Isaac sushes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In the boundless desert, lost you are. Why is it that you're here? You're not forgotten dreams. You're not the death of memories. Why are you here?
Why are you here?
I'm always here. I am a guardian, I suppose. I keep the sands, the lost moments. I guard them. I keep them safe.
He goes ahead. Isaacson. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Isaac is gonna go ahead and cough his throat for a little bit. Okay, Guardian, you can call me Hello Man. We came here through inadvertent means, looking over to Kit, and are simply wishing to to trek away back to where we entered this world.
You want to run away. Everything always wants to run away.
Well, this place doesn't really scream tourist destination, so nothing personal.
This is one of the places between places. So many memories are here, all lost. I suppose you could call it the place to forget. Or the place to remember. It laughs at a joke that none of you seem to understand, but it seems to.
A place to forget, a place to remember. Did we just end up on like the existential plane, like where all left socks go?
No. This is beyond the river, beyond Leith. The place where the dead deposit what they lose. The place where the living place down their burdens. All things forgotten are but specks of sand, innumerable, incalculable, beautiful.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Can I turn on mind sight?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so gonna regret this.
Yeah, you
This
are.
is gonna be amazing.
Foolish.
It was growing tiger. Where's the angry pig? Oh, there's the angry pig.
Also, hello everybody. How are you tonight?
We're good. How are you, Tiger?
I'm very tired, but I am well.
Okay, so it starts at difficulty 4 for level 1. Art. No, sphere.
Yep.
I was gonna get it right
You
eventually.
should probably look up your willpower in case this is a thing man should not, or man was not meant to know.
I have willpower 7.
I like Tiger has already sussed in case this is something man was not meant to know.
I mean, anytime I walk in and you're doing that giggle, I assume.
See, what this little spectral thing has told us 3 times over, these sounds are made from memories.
Hmm.
I'm gonna regret this. I'm not gonna spend willpower. I got 1 success, so it lasts for approximately 3 seconds. Let me pull
Okay.
up my willpower right quick,
Hi,
just to
Minnie.
make sure I'm not wrong.
No, how's it going? You doing okay?
I mean, I'm just mentally tormenting my own character, so
In that 6 seconds, you perceive the memories, lost moments, humiliating, glorious, challenging, and otherwise, of tens of thousands of people. It is such an overwhelming mental surge that it basically you experience all of this. It feels as though you have lived a dozen lifetimes in the course of 6 seconds. Roleplay accordingly, or the roleplay in the course of 3 seconds. Roleplay accordingly. To answer the question, you essentially just Doctor Strange looking through 1,000,000x causality of the futures, except in this case you looked through tens of thousands of memories.
does this give me justification for the background past lives? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Is it the right one, Mitch?
Yeah, there's past lives in Mage.
Alrighty.
And yes, you know what? That is the most justification you can have to buy rank 1 of past lives, or to get rank 1 of past lives.
So I do have a willpower of 7, and like you see Minnie just kind of looking around the desert, kind of turn her circle before she does this, and like for 3 seconds she freezes.
What will actually happen is she'll freeze. Her eyes will roll back in her head. My God, she's gonna faint. That is the most sensory overload of sensory overloads.
Isaac will attempt to just be the man that keeps poor Minnie sand. Just with one arm out there. Yeah.
Isaac,
Snapping his fingers.
This is really disturbing. As Minnie lies there, the sand is trying to eat her. Swallow her up.
Oh God! Go ahead and yell over to Kit while struggling to get Minnie back up. Hey, you ever seen that movie Tremors?
Oh boy. And she's just going to bite down into both of her thumbs and run her bloody fingertips over her forearms to expose the glyphs. Well, today looks like it's the day. Are you ready for this? And she's going to open up the seals with the intent of, at the very least, summoning forth her 2 extra limbs to pick, summoning the extra limbs and the attribute boost. That way she can lift Minnie's body away from the sands.
Okay, you will see 2 veiny crimson and black, almost venom-like appendages burst free from Kit's side. But you will indeed receive the raw power that they give the benefits of. Unfortunately, due to this being an otherwise indicative reality realm, there is no paradox here. But you will be able to wrench her body upwards, free from the sand.
Okay. Just gonna hold her, just kind of wrap her up around like her shoulders, all the way down to like her waist, so that way she's not like dangling by an extremity and likely wrenching something out of socket.
Forgetfulness claims everything in the end. Everything is eventually forgotten.
I guess so. Not that this place isn't fun, and not that this place isn't, or that not that you're doing a great job or anything, but let's say that, we kind of think that this place just isn't a place meant for us. How would one get out of here?
But I already know so much about you.
I'm sure you do. Everyone seems to know a lot more about me than I know about me.
Shh. I know what you've forgotten. I see it. It's so beautiful. Yes. Well, you want to leave. Everyone wants to leave. It's fine. But the answer to that is you just have to walk. Eventually you'll find somewhere, or you won't.
She kind of like leans towards Isaac. I kind of feel like we're being dicked around here, and I don't think there's anyone to go to for customer service.
We seem to have come upon an entity that has taken this place as its little niche. If it offers us advice, we can follow it with the advice that it may not want us to actually leave.
Well, you're the one that has better knowledge of this place than I do, and I have none. So that's not a high qualifier, but I feel like you're the best one to kind of deal with lady face spirit over there.
Okay. Let me go ahead and take a crack at this now. And then Zeke will go ahead and step up to the darkness, wearing the mask, calling itself the Guardian. And he'll simply go ahead and say, "Guardian, you have gone ahead and advised us that if we pick a direction and walk, we will reach someplace, but we will not reach someplace. This is correct?"
Yes.
Do you care whether or not we actually reach our destination, which would be back into the Skinlands?
No.
Can I roll with empathy on that one?
It is entirely devoid of empathy.
Damn. Okay. That's fair.
I
Hmm.
could be convinced to intercede and give you more concrete directions, but that, like all things, has a price.
Okay. Do you, as many of your kind, go ahead and trade in memories?
I have memories. They're not what I want.
Not quite the scene, no, for the record. Minnie will wake up in a little while.
All right. What will you trade then? What will you have?
From you, Isaac Blanche. I want your apathy.
So you wish to trade emotions then?
Or in your case, the lack of them.
You, my good spirit, already seem to have a level of apathy to you that I could not even begin to realize.
A void that is black can only be made darker. That is my price from you, Isaac Blanche. You will actually have to care and feel.
Where's that music coming from?
I don't know,
I
but it's
don't
all.
know, but it's full time.
It's fucking amazing. Continue. The music may continue.
Sorry.
I will go ahead and hold a finger. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is that like your ringtone or something?
It's a notification thing for one of my apps. Sorry about that.
Isaac, for his part, will go ahead and hold out a finger and simply say, "Thank you for your offer. I may take it if I cannot figure out something else."
Very well.
And then he's just going to go ahead and walk to try to find like a bit of a hard patch of ground. He's going to go ahead and sit on it. All right. He's going to go ahead and close his eyes. Go ahead and throw his hands up into the, well, not necessarily into the air because now he's just sitting down. And Evan, I'd like to do a bit of clairvoyance, a bit of correspondence. I'd like to find out where a portal is in this world to another world.
Okay. That would
Okay.
be. I would say you could have that with Spirit 2 correspondence too.
Gotcha. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have anything that could be considered a focus or a tool on me? I mean, I was just at the at Gravedigger's bar, so I'm leaving it up to you whether or not I have like stuff like cigarettes or a whiskey bottle or anything like that.
You were out clubbing, so yeah, you probably have a pack of cigarettes.
All right, I'll get those bad boys out, and I'll use that as a just simply as a tool to lower my difficulty. How about that?
Okay.
All right, and if I could go ahead and I will have to open this on my phone.
I can roll for you on Discord if you like.
Oh, please do. I have Arete 3, and yes, I will be using willpower because this is important.
1 success, so you're going to need to roll again at a +1 diff.
Please do that for me as well. Again, the willpower, important.
Yeah, you managed to get the requisite number of successes with the willpower. So it's rather odd, Isaac. Your magic reaches out. Your ability to sense the connections between things. It pulses out and pulses out like a radio trying to find, like radar trying to find a lost plane. You go to the edges of this realm and back. It's not very large. It's only to the horizon and back. There's nothing here.
Okay. Okay. He'll go ahead and finish his cigarette. Probably took him like 10 odd minutes to go ahead and get this insight. He'll go ahead and open a plastic baggie and throw the cigarette stub in as well. Go ahead and look to Kate.
Do you put the
Goes
cigarette
ahead
stub,
and
do you put the baggie and the cigarette stub on the ground, or do you not?
No, but as I was smoking, obviously the ash would go ahead and like hit the ground.
Yeah, that's fine. Continue.
Go ahead and look to Kate. Go ahead and like shake his head side to side, and he'll go ahead and say, "There ain't no way back that I can see. No open door. Walking gets us nowhere. Just back to where we started. Back to," and he'll go ahead and point towards the Guardian.
By the way, Minnie, you can wake up now.
Minnie wakes up from suffering from millions upon millions of memories to suddenly be wrapped in tentacles. And she's just gonna look down and see who's holding her. And who is it? It's Kit, right?
Yep.
This is why you don't have any fucking friends.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I lifted you out of the sand that was literally trying to eat you.
Please don't be looking at my skirt right now. She's too drunk for this mess.
You are horizontal. Specifically for that reason.
By the way, so Isaac,
East?
weird thing. Isaac, you had a dog when you were a kid. Like most kids have a dog or a pet. You know, you had like
It was
a
a
little
neighborhood dog.
What?
It was a neighborhood dog. We all shared it around the neighborhood because neighborhoods were nice like that back in the old days that were never existent.
But still, you had a dog, but it was a sweet little mongrel dog that followed you around when you were a kid. For the life of you, you can't think of its name. It's like it's slipped away from you.
Oh no. Eyes are gonna go wide, looking at Kit, pointing at her. You're forgetting something.
Well, shit. Gonna turn to the Guardian. Okay, what's the play here?
Kit, for the
What
record,
the fuck?
hang on. Kit, for the record, you forget the first time you ever had Chinese food.
a fairly traumatic experience, and now she's forgotten why the hell she hates clams.
What
So
is
yeah,
it?
she turns. She'll turn to Ladyface over there,
Mm-hmm.
still holding Minnie by the way, having forgotten to let her down. So what's the game? What do you want?
I don't want anything, truly. I am merely the guardian of lost memories.
Well, we're not memories, if you hadn't noticed. Sand's trying to eat people. We're forgetting shit, apparently. And I'm thinking the longer we stay here, it's the worse we're going to get until we are all memory or just amnesic husks. So,
And
what's it
then
going to take?
you will be forgotten.
Yeah, see, I'm not okay with that. You need to get us out of here.
Why? What onus is there on me to act?
Kit will sort of lift Minnie up and then toss her over to Isaac.
Oh,
He
oh,
sort of like, whoa, whoa, brick, brick. He crashes to the ground with a mini on top of him.
oh.
You know what, Minnie? That's the foot gone again.
That's the what?
What?
I said, you know what, Minnie? That's the foot gone again.
Motherfucker! Is her response.
There's a constant joke that Minnie constantly breaks her foot in character. So whenever there's it's like, you broke her foot, you bastard. Continue. It happens an awful lot.
You just got out her crutches too.
You okay back there?
Isaac's just gonna go ahead and lift one thumb up.
Cool.
He's crying on top of Isaac. She's not even trying to move. I just got off the crutches.
Yeah, that's the second woman I brought to tears today. And it looks like I'm about to make 3 if you don't get us the fuck out of here.
Are you threatening me?
And what if I am?
Kit, you are basically, you feel a shunt and you were up to your waist in the sand. Like you fell through, almost like the sand ceased existing for a split second, enough for you to fall waist deep.
Oh. It would appear as though you will be made a memory sooner rather than later.
If you'd like to roll me strength athletics, you can attempt to struggle out of it.
Yeah, but I would like to go loud.
Okay.
So,
You go.
Yeah. For Minnie and Isaac, you watch as Kit's, form minus the, well, I guess you could probably say that she just kind of grows into her tentacles
Legit.
and probably takes on a form closer to about 15 feet tall. And will do her best to struggle out of the sand. So strength athletics, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a threshold of 3 successes and a difficulty of 7.
Okay. So strength. Well, this could be interesting. 10 equal to And I will put willpower into this. Because I don't want to become Sam fodder today. 2 successes. Goddamn ones.
You struggle, but the sand is constantly sucking you down. It's almost as if it attempts to drag you beneath it. You feel tendrils made of the sand upon your outer body, ripping you and tearing you and dragging you down to the inexorable, inexplicable depths.
I don't suppose that my razor skin would have any effect on the sand, would it?
Not really. I'll
Oh
let you make
shit!
another.
Can we scramble to help him out?
Yes.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and scramble. He's just gonna go ahead and like grab like any one horn or tentacle or face hole.
Your razor skin will, however, have an effect on Isaac.
Oh no!
That's fine.
That's lethal damage, I believe.
Yeah, strength plus 1 lethal when it comes to someone attacking Kit, so I don't know what it would be for someone just grabbing a hold of them.
I'll just say just raw strength. What is your raw unmodified strength? Vinny, your raw unmodified strength?
Oh, mine? It would be the person who's grabbing a hold of Kit.
Oh, Isaac, what's your strength?
My strength is 3.
Isaac, you will take a single lethal damage as you reef your hands on the bony plates. It's rather unpleasant.
I'm looking at my strength athletics. I believe it is 6 total.
Okay, roll your bones.
All
Can
right.
this be a combined effort now?
Basically, whatever Isaac gets will lower the difficulty of your roll.
I just got 1 success.
Cool. So basically, it'll now be a difficulty 6 roll, and you will still require 3 successes.
Okay.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, guess
Kit
what?
is
I have a road of entropy that makes things easier. Can I make this task easier?
Yeah, sure.
And since I am surrounded by sand, does that lower my difficulty since, my connection is to the earth and whatnot?
Not really. It's
That's
not
fair.
actually sound.
That's fair. I was trying. So it's difficulty 5. I'm going to spend a willpower. That's 3 successes to lower the difficulty with the willpower.
All right, so that it takes 2 to kick off the road, plus 1. So Vinny, you will now get it at difficulty 4.
nice.
You can
See?
do it.
See, now Kit's happy that she kept you from getting eaten by the sand, Minnie. But taking no chances, I will blow another willpower, and hopefully that's the last one I have to blow. And I'm gonna hopefully that the entity will realize that she is putting this will forth to try and save both of their skins. How do you like 6 successes, sir?
You superhero your way out of the ground. Literally, you jump about 15 feet into the air before landing.
Nice.
I like to think that cinematically, as he went up, as Kit went up, one of his bars, pieces of skin, or tentacle went ahead and lashed good old Port Isaac across the arm. And that's how I got that lethal point.
That is fine. We can use that logic if you'd like.
Turn back and look at that fucking spirit staring daggers through its eye. and will have a bit of an internal monologue with itself. Well, somewhere along the lines of, well, this thing could be so empowered in its own realm that we don't even stand a chance like this. I'm thinking that we cut our losses and run.
Or we could eat it.
I don't know if that... Do you want to drown in sand?
Hmm. Hmm.
Look, I gave you a Nazi knot a few days ago. I think you can hold off on the spirit for now.
Fine.
I've heard of compromising with your inner demons, but
Kit will just walk over and place a hand on around Isaac and around Minnie, and kind of give a gesture like, "Which way are we going?" As she will pick you both up.
Wah! He goes ahead and flails around and simply says, "You can run all you want, but when you reach the horizon, you'll just come back."
There's a low rumbling growl that comes out from the abyssal maw. And Kit will let Isaac down and kind of give a shrug, like, "Well, what now?"
He's gonna go ahead and like hold a finger. Okay, 1 second, 1 second. Don't do anything. Go ahead and turn it back to the Guardian. Simply say, "So, Guardian, we still willing to go ahead and talk?"
I have never been unwilling.
Okay, he nods. Now, I've heard your offer. What if we came to some sort of compromise? Because I myself cannot go ahead and see myself lose an essential part of myself, at least not permanently. On a temporary basis, I may loan pieces of myself to others with the understanding that those pieces are returned to me whole bodily without any unnecessary tampering, jostling, or just package safety, is what I'm saying. Do you understand?
It nods.
So, this is what I propose. You wish to have a bit of my apathy. You wish for me to go ahead and feel a thing. I'm open to that. However, the duration of this, the duration that you would take away from me, an essential thing of me, I would go ahead and cut to as long as I remain within your realm. Is this acceptable?
You could then never leave.
He goes ahead and scratches his chin. Why not?
Because I only benefit as long as you are here. Why would I let you go?
Ah, so you are holding us captive.
I never said that.
And yet, I'm willing to go ahead and give you a deal, something that you want on a temporary basis. And yet, you're not willing to go ahead and accept this deal. You would rather keep me here completely rather than accepting the gift, or excuse me, the price I set before you.
Very well. You will feel No apathy as long as you remain in my realm.
For this, you would give us what? Knowledge? A key?
A direction.
Where will this direction lead us?
That depends where you go.
Can I have some assurances that the direction, so long as we follow it, will eventually lead us back home? To our home, excuse me.
You may.
All right. Isaac will go ahead and nod and simply say, then we will go ahead and make the deal as such. For so long as I give up my apathy, I will be given a direction out of your domain. And when I exit the domain, myself will be fully restored. Is this a deal?
Yes. A deal has been struck. You will go that way. He points in a direction.
Hmm? Isaac is going to go ahead and just extend the arm and bow his head to let the spirit do whatever it needs to do.
It doesn't seem to touch you.
All right. Let's turn to the rest of the group. We're going that way. And he's just going to go ahead and start to walk off. Although now he feels as if maybe these two people behind him could be hurt or could be angry. He goes ahead and looks at them. You guys want to go this direction? I mean, I tried my hardest to get a good deal. I'm sure this is the right way.
Kit's already ferrying the injured Minnie at the moment.
Again. This is the third time.
Isaac's heart breaks when he sees the flailing Minnie. Oh.
Actually,
A single tear rolls off his face.
Evan, I have an app for this. I have the feature webbing. Can I make a makeshift cast for Minnie's foot, or at least like a compress for it?
Yeah, compress. This is going to be a little bit icky.
So
Yeah.
Kit's gonna set Minnie up on her palm basically and hold her up in front of her giant head and open that maw full of needly teeth and then let
That's both in character and out of character.
And use its mouth tentacles to basically form a casting of webbing over the broken foot.
Oh god, don't hate me for saying this, but this kind of feels like a foot fetish hentai.
There's an expression, well, it doesn't really have much of an expressive face, but there's certainly like a grumble to it. It's almost like, it's just, with all the tentacles, like this is nowhere near hentai. But once the cast is formed, it will actually take the webbing or produce more webbing to create kind of like a hammock almost. So that way it can use its extra limbs to sort of prop up this seat for Isaac and Minnie both. So that way they don't have to touch the razor skin.
Oh, we get to ride you? That came out wrong. We get to jump onto Caboose That came out wrong.
Just picks Isaac up and sets him in the hammock, and then puts Minnie in there beside him, and goes in the direction that Isaac indicated.
Isaac, you and the others eventually, it takes around what you would guess to be an hour, 2 hours worth of walking, but you eventually get to the horizon, and it is almost as if nothing has changed until, breaking through the clouds overhead, you gentlemen see this.
Oh my fucking god! There is just a pounding on Kit's back. Oh my god, look.
Enjoy that damage there, buddy.
It hurts. It's painful. I will take another lethal point of damage because I don't have any apathy at the moment. I'm leading into moments of mania on this particular trip. Mania that is destructive. Isaac has like a base level. He has now been disturbed at this base level.
But this ship is gliding down from above, up ahead of you. Isaac, you will start to see the image of those lock-stepped individuals who are pulling ropes and carrying the sails in perfect unison.
Isaac's gonna go ahead and stand up if he can, and sort of like wave his hands. Hell! Anybody got? He goes and looks down. Anybody got a flare?
Kit will
Lighter?
just spit a huge gob of webbing into her palm, and then basically gives you a sheet to kind of wave.
He waves the web sheet.
The ship slowly starts to descend towards you all, where you've gathered, until you see this figure standing on the gunwales, looking down over you. He has his foot up on the gunwales, and he says, "All I ask is a tall ship and a star to sail her by."
Yeah, waving. Yay! Hey, we're stranded.
I know you dozy prick. I can see you.
It's okay, he didn't mean it. She'll say Isaac.
Isaac, when were you ever enthusiastic about anything?
Since he traded his apathy to get us out.
He goes yeah. He's currently hyperventilating. He's so happy to see you. If you set foot on ground, he is going to leap off of Kit's eldritch form and then just fucking run at you. He'll take a tackle hug if you make the mistake of setting foot.
Gravedigger will in fact set foot on the ground because he didn't foresee this happening, so he jumps down onto the sand.
Gonna attempt to web him. Attempt to web Isaac, like catch him before he tackles my boss.
And basically, Isaac jumps in midair, at which point he goes straight through Gravedigger's midsection and smashes his head into the ship.
Take a bashing for that one.
Oh.
Start wheeling him in.
I like to think that he's like on one of those like toddler leashes now. It's made out of a web.
That's kind of what I was envisioning.
When Gravedigger walks over the sand, he leans down, and you'll notice something interesting. He leans down, he opens a small bottle, and he puts a handful of the sand into the bottle before he corks it and puts it back into his belt. Now, my. You know, I've been through several different interdimensional rifts, gateways, planes, demi-planes, etc., in order to find you all. And you ended up in the plane of where all is forgotten. It's always that way.
Not all is forgotten. I actually remembered it. Many will say.
It's always in the last place you look.
It's like that sock.
I I know where that sock is. The one with 10 million nuggets. I was a cousin.
Oh, she looked at the memories, didn't she?
I did.
That's a mistake.
I also
Hey,
got down and I broke my foot for the third time.
I just realized something. Hey, Evan,
Yes.
how quickly, now that Gravedigger's here, how quickly does it decide to say nope, 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 and subsume back into Kit's body?
Almost, but as soon as he steps foot on the ground.
And Kit will just look up and be like, "Oh no!" As gets just a face full of Minnie and collapses to the sand. Ow!
I'm having the worst time.
Oh God, no, Minnie,
Think about-
your foot. Isaac, sympathetic, goes ahead and offers a shoulder for Minnie to go ahead and clutch onto, like an impromptu crutch.
Isaac, do me a favor, would you?
Hmm?
He says, "Let me take Miss Minnie."
This can't be good.
I mean, sure.
Minnie, your arm is put over Gravedigger's shoulder.
Is he taller than her? Because she's relatively short.
In that case, he'll carry her.
Is he strong enough to do that? Because he looks so skinny. In the picture.
He has magic, dear.
That's good.
As he does, however, Minnie, your foot feels entirely better.
Wait, what?
Now then, I'm going to ask you a favor, Miss Minnie, considering I've just fixed your foot. You're not going to go and tell little Miss I Wear White and like to incinerate vast tracts of land that you inadvertently got whipped into the dimension of forgotten memories, are you?
I didn't even know that was what this was called.
It has many names. It's also called Leith, the Grey Place, the Plane Without End. It has many names.
Kind of curious as to why.
Mostly because she'll beat the ever-loving shit out of me.
Why? It wasn't your fault.
I keep telling people that, but no one ever listens.
Would you, boss?
Shut up.
I mean, she listens to me. I'm like one of her favorite people. I'm too adorable to not be liked.
So, but I'll ask you, just keep this between you, me, and the chocolate fucks.
Love you too, boss.
You're welcome. On a side note, do you really want to see what happens when a master of forces gets pissy at me? The answer is she burns off my nipples with nuclear fire. And if that happens to me, think about what I'm going to do to you.
Isaac mimics the GIF that I'm using.
Minnie is certainly making a face when she's told that he gets his nipples burned off with nuclear fire by the mockery. You can't tell if it's amusement or horror. She doesn't know either.
I tell you what. Fuck. We'll get you all back safely anyway. I've sent Miss Ellsworth home. Fortunately, she doesn't remember doing all of this, so we'll hope that holds.
He's just gonna go ahead and nod and start to make his way to the ship because he has to go ahead and talk to Marty, and Jerry, and Steve, and tell them all about that wonderful adventure that he's just had.
As soon as you set foot on the ship, you have apathy again.
Oh, okay. Well, I still gotta go like Jerry, at least, you know. His
Part of the
bones
ship.
rattle. That's nice. And, you know, I've still got to go ahead and, like, unmass the ropes and the, like, and the second floors need to go ahead and have their decks, like, swapped. You don't want, like, the kitchen to go ahead and have, like, dirty floor, because the chef, he doesn't understand that food that lands on the floor should stay on the floor or go into the trash. He just picks that shit back up and puts it back into the pot. So Isaac goes ahead and becomes part of the crew, part of the ship.
All right, and at that point, we shall end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.